Good morning, welcome back. I am going to be making some very quick and easy breakfasts that aren't cereal. A lot of times I get stuck making cereal, so we are going to make something that isn't cereal. And I love when breakfast can be quick and easy and still be warm. So what I'm going to do is today I'm going to make an egg, a hash brown, and probably some bacon. And sometimes I do toast as well, but I have a few tricks along the way to make it go a little bit faster. So I've got out our egg. Let's get out our pan. And if you don't have one of these little teeny tiny egg pans, you need to get yourself one. This is my favorite pan. So my trick for making breakfast super quick is to prep as much as I can. So I keep things in my freezer like pre-cooked pancakes, bagels, toast. And so I'm going to see if there's any bacon left. And maybe there is. I have just the littlest bit of bacon, so I'm going to eat this bacon, and we don't have to even do anything with it to get it cooked because it's already there. You could warm it up a little bit, but I don't even mind bacon straight out of the freezer. And then I love these things. You could put them in the air fryer, but what I do when I'm trying to just be quick is I just stick it in the microwave for 30 seconds, and then I put it in the toaster and let it toast, and if it needs it, I'll flip it over and toast it again. So I'm just going to get a paper towel, nothing fancy. And also these things, they're better from Walmart. The other brands I don't like nearly as much. 30 seconds, here we go. And while that's going, I'm going to get this put back away. Spray our pan. And then it's just gonna stick it in there. And this actually has a defrost setting, so I'm gonna turn that on as well. So we are rocking and rolling. Now we have a second before we even get our eggs started. So I'm gonna get the bacon, all that's left of it, just onto the plate. And I'm gonna give it just a couple seconds, like 10 maybe. And then while it's going, turn my heat on. And we'll get our egg in. And I just like to be super efficient with my time, so trying to do something while everything else is doing its own thing. I'm debating on if I want to also grab a piece of toast, but I don't think I'm that hungry. I'm gonna put a little bit of sea salt on here. Needs a little more heat. Okay, this is the weirdest way I've ever cooked an egg. I think the issue is that the yolk kind of spilled out, which is fine because I didn't make toast, so that'll work just fine. Plop that egg over there. And then let's go see if our potato cake is done. Not quite. Okay, I think we are toasted. Whoa, ow. Okay, this is the hardest part for me. Whew, got it. Oh, a little brown on one side. Last up is I like to add a little bit of salt, but really I use this fry seasoning and I don't even know what's in it. So it just tastes good. And there's our not so fancy, but under 15-minute breakfast. It's super quick and simple. And we will be back when there's another easy, quick breakfast. We're making breakfast again. I'm just going to use a leftover hamburger bun that's actually frozen, and I'm going to make a ham and cheese with an egg sandwich. So I'm going to get this in the toaster on the defrost setting and let it toast up a little bit. Then we will give this pan a spray and get it on. I'm not gonna do anything fancy here. We're just gonna crack an egg, add a pinch of salt, and I'm going to let it over. And add the ham in. Ooh, I got a little dark. That's okay. Double butter. That seems a little high. Okay, about 3-4 minutes later, we have ourselves a breakfast sandwich. Easier to do this with 2 hands. I should have propped you up. This is probably the first breakfast that I learned how to make. I learned it in home ec. Oh, we've got a little bit of rotting in the inside of that onion in middle school. Ooh, we should have used that a little sooner. It's just a breakfast burrito, nothing fancy. You can hear the cats going crazy. Take out that one as well. And it's really quick as well. I'm going to just get some butter melted. That's actually a lot of butter, but that's okay. And then we will cut up our onion. You know, the outside piece is not the best either. I don't think I've ever seen an onion rot from the inside out before. That was different. I always see it like grow from the inside. It was still pretty firm. And I'm just cutting them really teeny tiny. That's how I like them. And if you had these pre-diced in your fridge, even better. Those in the butter. And I want this on a pretty low heat because I don't want to get them burned. And I am notorious for cooking on too high of a heat. Oops. Going to cut up a little bit of ham to go in there. Oh, look at that. Popping in to let you know that I am restarting my newsletter. If you want to join, the link will be down below. And with that, there will also be access to the freebies on my page. Right now, I have labels for my canisters, like my flour container, and I have my recipe cards up there for free. So click the link down below to join in my newsletter. Also, if you are interested, for 99 cents, I have opened up the lowest tier of membership. And what that would give you is early access to all of my videos. I typically have anywhere from like 3 to 10 videos ready ahead of time that I have up on YouTube. So if you want to see videos early, go check it out. All of these meals have been with eggs so far. I don't always eat eggs, but I was able to find a good deal on eggs, and I hadn't had eggs in a while, which is why so many things are eggs. Okay, I'm just going to get our cheese with our ham. And I'm making 2 breakfast burritos, not just one. That's fine. Need to give this a mix, and it's about time to get our eggs in. Turn that down a little bit more. I'm just going to cook up 2 eggs. And I like to add a tablespoon of water per egg. And then some salt and pepper. Just a little tiny bit of pepper. I'm not a big pepper fan, as you know. And I use things that just go right in my dishwasher and are easy to clean. I guess that pan doesn't do that, but it's still pretty quick. Give these a mix. And on it goes. Those onions got a little more toasty than I prefer. It's been a minute since I've done this one. I used to have this one down pat. Also, I had a big onion to cut into. So I want to get these eggs mostly cooked up before I add the cheese and the ham. Get a tortilla out in the meantime. That one's upside down. And then I actually don't toast the tortillas. It's just how I like it, probably because that's how it was done in my 8th grade home ec, or 7th grade, whatever year that was. Okay, these eggs are not quite done yet, but they're close, so I'm gonna get everything else added in. I might have underestimated the size of that pan. I usually do this size pan for one burrito. And at this point, it's been 8 minutes since we just started, and we're just about ready to plate this up. So this is less than 10 minutes to have a quick and easy, delicious breakfast. Okay, let's see, we'll split it in half. A little bit of liquid coming out of those ham pieces. That's okay. Okay. Oops, quite a bit of liquid, I guess. There we go. Delicious breakfast burrito. And for days when you're wanting something sweet, this is what I'm doing. I have some frozen pancakes there. They're homemade, but I like to keep them in the freezer. It makes it super quick when you want them later. And I am just cutting up some strawberries. I'm going to microwave it all together because the strawberries will kind of become like syrupy, but without like the extra sugar. And then this isn't like super healthy of a meal, aside from the strawberries. I should say it's just carbs and strawberries. So I think I'm probably going to do like a protein shake with it. And then I'm just going to use Cool Whip instead of a syrup or anything because it's just as good. And that Cool Whip was also in the freezer. Look how big that strawberry is. Oops. Also, this is my second time eating breakfast today. I just don't feel like anything savory because I had that breakfast burrito for breakfast. So we're going sweet. I'm doing a lot of strawberries too to try to make it a little healthier and to use up the strawberries before they go bad. Because these are strawberries from last week and I haven't even broken into them yet. Okay, into the microwave for a few minutes. Okay, you see how like nice and mushy those are? I'm going to put some, well, frozen Cool Whip on it because the Cool Whip that I have is frozen. And I'm not even going to put butter on it. Not necessary. That'll melt pretty quickly. Do you see these though? They're super soft and like mushy. That's perfect. So here's what we've got for this breakfast. Just a protein shake and delicious. It is a breakfast for dinner kind of night, and I'm going to make just a thing that I like to make with leftover rice and sun-dried tomatoes. So if I can get this open. can you come open this?
Yeah, I'll be right there.
Thanks. I just tried for an embarrassingly long time. Thank you. I loosened it for you.
Yes, you did. Couldn't have done it without you.
Okay, I'm going to get some of the oil down in there to saute the onions. And these are some onions that I diced up last night, and I just put them in my freezer. I diced them up really tiny though, which was what I wanted for this meal today. That's probably good. So while those saute, I'm going to get some of these tomatoes diced up. Okay, we are going to get all of this rice added in. Followed by our tomatoes. And then some cocoa aminos. And I'm going to add some spices. So we've got some salt, garlic powder, white pepper, Italian seasoning, oregano, and I need onion powder, but I'm out in the little container. That's the onion. Okay, we'll mix this up. I'm going to turn the heat down all the way to low, and we're going to crack in 4 eggs. Of course, we'll salt and pepper the eggs as well. Those ones a little bit on the left side. And then the last thing I'm going to do is add in some shredded mozzarella cheese. Maybe not as much as when I did the burritos, because that was a little bit much. Okay, now we just put this lid over it and let it simmer or steam until it's cooked. Okay, let's see in here. Looks delicious. I just don't know if it's totally cooked yet. Okay, that's clearly still liquidy. That one's a little harder. No, that looks like it's got a little bit more time than it needs to do. Okay, we'll leave it for a few more minutes. Okay, I think we're good now. Still feels a little jiggly underneath the cheese there, but I think that's just a yolk. Like this yolk over here is hard. Yeah. Okay, let's dish it up. This is the part that I like so much, is you see all that browning? It's so delicious. Oh gosh, maybe this is gonna be a lot. Okay, and here is dinner, or breakfast. We're eating it for dinner, of course. All right, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here and you haven't yet, please subscribe. I'd love to see you. If you wanna see some other breakfast videos, I'll post them over here, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.